It all started on a warm summer night. A group of university friends, James, Maya, Leo, Rachel, Omar, and Chloe, had gathered on the balcony of their dormitory to enjoy the breeze and share stories under the stars. Their dorm faced another building across the courtyard, the girls' residence hall. At the top floor, about 50 meters away, a single balcony caught their eye. It was just past 1 a.m. when Rachel noticed something. "Guys, look," she said, pointing. Everyone turned. On the top floor balcony of the girls' dorm, a young woman had come out. She sat down slowly, cross-legged, and began to rock back and forth, side to side, forward and back. There was no music, no visible phone, just the eerie, rhythmic movement under a dim yellow light. "Maybe she's meditating?" Chloe guessed. "At 1 in the morning? On concrete?" Leo replied. They laughed it off, jokes flew around. "Maybe she's casting a spell," James teased. "Or summoning demons," Omar added with a dramatic whisper. But as the clock ticked past 2 a.m., the girl hadn't stopped rocking. The laughter began to fade. By 3 a.m., the mood had shifted. The group had gone from amused to unsettled. "She hasn't even flinched," Maya muttered. "No stretch, no look around, just that same pace." "What if she's not really there?" Leo said, half joking. But no one laughed. Suddenly, the balcony door behind her opened. Another girl stepped out, looked at the rocking figure for exactly 10 seconds, then turned and went back inside. The lights in the room blinked out, and yet the girl kept rocking. The entire dorm floor behind her was pitch black. Only that single balcony light remained. Chloe, trying to lighten the mood, walked to the edge of their own balcony and shouted playfully, "Hey, what's your deal?" At that very instant, the balcony light across the courtyard went off. Chloe turned around, expecting laughter, but her friends were frozen, pale and silent. No one had moved. No one had flicked a switch. Then the light came back on. The girl was still rocking. Now things felt wrong. Rachel started crying softly. James and Omar went inside to find the fuse box, thinking maybe someone was pulling a prank. But before they even reached the stairwell, the entire campus went dark, all electricity gone. Silence, no wind, no insects, just that choking kind of quiet that presses against your chest. They huddled together on the balcony in the dark, Rachel trembling. "Tell me this is a joke," she whispered. No one could. 5 minutes passed, then 10. Suddenly, the power returned. Lights flickered back across the dormitory. Street lamps buzzed to life. All eyes turned to the balcony. The girl hadn't moved an inch. She was still there, still rocking. Dawn was an hour away. No one waited to see what happened next. The group retreated into the building and locked their doors. Some cried, some prayed, some just lay in bed staring at the ceiling. The next morning, the balcony was empty. Later that evening, the friends met again, drawn together by the unspoken need to make sense of it. This time, the tension had dulled slightly. They joked, exaggerated theories. "Maybe she's a ghost stuck in a loop," Omar said. "Or a sleepwalker who's cursed to repeat the same movement every night," added Maya. James leaned forward. "What if one night she stops rocking, stands up, and just points at us?" Nervous laughter. "And what if," Chloe continued, "she runs across the courtyard in seconds and appears right behind us?" Rachel stood up. Okay, that's enough." But then someone gasped. She was back, sitting, rocking, just like before. They froze. No one spoke. "Okay," James said, "one last theory. What if she just jumps? What if she leaps off the balcony and we run down to see, but there's no body?" Chloe added, "And when we asked the warden about that room, they say, there's been no one in that apartment for 5 years. A girl died there. We've kept it empty ever since." Their voices dropped to whispers. A thick fear returned. This time, no one dared speak again. They slowly dispersed, hearts pounding. That was the last night they ever saw her. Weeks passed. The incident became a story among them. A strange memory, never truly processed. Then one bright morning, Leo spotted movement on the same balcony. He grabbed his camera. Through the lens, he could see her. The girl, and beside her another girl, laughing, chatting, just two normal students. But the original girl still rocked back and forth. Leo zoomed in. She looked normal. Her face soft, kind, almost happy. And still, the motion continued, like breathing, involuntary, side to side, forward and back. That's when it hit them. Maybe she wasn't haunted. Maybe she wasn't a ghost. Maybe she was just someone living with a condition none of them could understand. And with that realization came guilt. All the jokes, all the laughter, the fear, it all felt cruel now. But they would never know who she really was, never know why she rocked, or what happened during those 2 nights. They only knew the fear they felt, and the silence she left behind. İstersen bu metni seslendirme, video metni veya görsel tasarımı içinde düzenleyebilirim.